There was a time when a small gray box with two red buttons, I guess, called A and B, that's all we needed for the happiness in childhood era when the box held a magical world, the world itself called Super Mario Bros. And today I am literally taking you on this whole walkthrough of this legendary game and how many stages I don't remember, from 1 to 8 I guess, as in through the eyes of mine or 90s kid who grew up with it like me, and it was my favorite. So let's go. The moment the game starts and that iconic music kicks in, you just know you are home. You stomp your first Kumba, hit the mystery block, and boom, you see your first mushroom. Growing into Super Mario felt like a superpower. Then there was the hidden one up block above the steps. I used to miss it every single time until I watched a friend, actually, he was my cousin, hit it once. So, Mario jump, break blocks, and kicks a Koopa shell. That's all for this round. We are going to the next round. It's called Underground. Here, Mario collects coins and avoids budgie beetles. Just hearing the underground themes gives me goosebumps because the music is truly legendary. And these coins, in my childhood, I thought if I collect coins, I'll get extra lives. But actually, it's 100 coins for a 1-up. And when I couldn't find that hidden 1-up block the first time, I raged quite a little. Rap Jones became a hot topic. We all felt like genius the first time we found the hidden pipe leading to World 4. This world came with the first taste of the sky. Platforms on mushroom tops, gaps between jumps, and that risk of falling into nothingness. The colorful background couldn't hide how tricky those floating lips could be. Timing and precision were everything for this one. Finally, end of this world, we had our very first castle with lava pools, firebursts rotating slowly but deadly, and the ominous feeling that something bad was waiting at the end. Dodging and victory. Even though Toad told us the princess was in another castle, we didn't care, we were hooked. So, this is the second world into the wilds of challenges. This one opened with more enemies, faster Goombas, and Koopa troopers placed in trickier spots. The power up started to feel essential but not optional. Buzzy beetles made their first appearances, invulnerable to fireballs. They were a new kind of threat. Here we got the more opportunities to collect coins because it's essential. Even we saw a new character called Lakito. It's a recurring character in the Mario video game series. He is an enemy who hovers above and throws spiny eggs at Mario. Running full speed felt like the only way to survive here, and I did. And there will be blast. See, boom, bam, bam. This world brought water into the equation. Swimming in Mario wasn't smooth at first. We struggled with the controls, bumping into chips and trying to avoid bloopers. Those squid like enemies haunted my dreams as a kid. I mean, I love squid while eating, but while playing this game, they were like the disgusting thing ever in the water. I'd prefer snake rather than a squid. The constant fear of being pulled down or missing a coin was real. And movement is slower. Careful swimming is the only key to reaching the pipe that leads to the flagpole, and it's done and dusted properly. The next world came along and threw fish at us. Literally, you ran across long wooden bridges while being constantly attacked by flying chips that leap from below. The main challenge is dodging the fish while staying on the narrow platforms. There are no bottomless pits, but falling into the water means instant defeat. It's a fast paced and timing based level. Even next world is another castle, but now with trickier fireball patterns and more lava traps. You literally navigate through lava pits, avoid firebursts, and dodge fireballs that shoot across the screen. The level ends with a boss fight against a fake bowser, actually a Goomba in disguise. To defeat him, you either grab the axe to drop the breeze or use fireballs. That's it. World 2 done. Now we are going through World 3. This one is Sky High and Under Pressure. So this world introduced the Hammer Bros. These guys were no joke. They would jump and rain hammers down on you with a perfect rhythm. I used to pause the game when I saw them, psyching myself up before running under them like a maniac. Also, this was the level where the infinite one-up trick with the Koopa shell became the legendary one. There are challenges like layout, enemies, Goombas, Koopas, and mostly spines dropped by Lakitu. It's really funny. You were pressured to move quickly while dodging falling spinies and Lakitu himself, who follows you through most of the level, right? And it's also done. The next level continues with a bit calmer situation rather than the past one because it's with a mix of Kumbas and Koopas only. It was almost like a break a chance to practice running and jumping before things got wild again. This was specifically very straightforward overworld level focused on basic platforming and running because simple terrain with lots of ground spacing, gentle hills and a few gaps to jump over. It's more relaxed compared to the previous one, serving as a breather level with a focus on momentum and smooth jumping. Next world returned to sky platforms and elevators. Some of those jumps were nerve-wracking, especially if you didn't get a good run up, then it's done. The level taught us patience actually, though I don't have patience at all. It's literally testing my jumping skills, featuring moving platforms, elevated wooden lids, and small blocks floating high above the ground. Mostly enemies are same with the narrow platforms, but the challenges, it's time, that's it. The moving platforms make it one of the trickier levels so far. This new level is a castle level with a maze-like structure. Firebird spin in narrow hallways requiring precising time and choose the correct path because it had a wrong route, high, middle or low. The level loops until you pick the right one. We have more worlds, but let's not discuss. This one is the final showdown with fewer checkpoints, tougher enemies, and no time to waste as usual. The pressure was always real, and you had to plan every move. The fire flowers became your only hope with the real Bowser. Here we can get the real princess at the end, and this mage was kind of legendary because it has water sections, lava traps, flying fireballs. It was the ultimate test, like reaching the final Bowser, dodging his attacks and hitting that with the final X felt like defeating a dragon. And then there she was, the Princess Peach. Not just a game, a journey, a memory, a childhood sealed in a pixels, right? Game over, but never from our heart. The Super Mario Bros.